I just clearly stated, that it goes towards biasness. That
sorry,
would
it goes
be
to
relevant.
what? Wait, it goes to what?
Biased.
Bias?
Biased.
No, bias. B-I-A-S. Not, there's no T at the end. Bias. I want to make sure I understand your reasoning correctly, sir. So
something.
You're saying it goes to bias.
Oh my God. Why couldn't Judge Darrell correct him more like that? Biased. You're saying biased. There's no T at the end of it. It's bias. And she was trying to talk to him about court procedures, but he just wasn't getting it because he's stupid. What's going on, everyone? Thanks for watching Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. If at any point in time you liked the video, how can you not like this video? Smash that like button. Also, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications so you won't miss a single video, and leave a comment down below. Guys, comments, please leave comments. So, you know, I just loved when Judge Darrell put her foot down. She didn't do it a lot. I think powerful people know they're powerful, so they don't really feel that insecurity, that constant need to like validate themselves. But I feel that, you know, she needed to do that to make a point with Darrell, and she didn't do it often, but the way that she did it would be like this. It wasn't cold, she wasn't laughing at him, but she was at the same time saying, look, what you're saying is wrong. It's wrong. You can't say that. But, you know, you gotta speak properly. Of course, she'd never addressed him, you know, axing or, you know, sustain or truth. I've got a channel, Truth TV. You should subscribe to it. It's a good channel. But the point is, though, guys, you know, I feel like Judge Darrell was a good judge. I feel like she was fair, more than fair. And I am glad that the outcome was the outcome, you know, with regards to the hearing and the trials and everything. But I feel that Darrell Brooks Jr. got away with way too much. So in any event, I did enjoy this clip just because it was a teaching moment, but it was also a, you know, kind of, I feel like the term putting someone in their place sounds so like dehumanizing, but in this scenario, I would have to say that it fits because of how Darrell Brooks Jr. treated the court and the prosecution and the victims. In this situation, I would say putting him in his place, I can live with that. That sounds good because I think she was doing that, but she wasn't doing it directly. It was a substantially subconscious type situation. She was really just trying to correct him. But I feel that her correcting him, her teaching him, upset the power dynamic in his head, and he wasn't having it. And you could notice he was really, really mad. Anytime that he would do this, or anytime he would cover his face, or anytime his hands would touch his face, he was on, you know. What I'm trying to say is, if, you know, Erica Patterson not, you know, jumping when he said jump caused him to do what he did, could you imagine the mayhem and the terror that Darrell Brooks Jr. could cause after, and you know, an exchange like something as innocent as this with Judge Darrell, or a heated battle as he had with Sue Opper? There's no telling what he would do if he wasn't incarcerated. So just because he's incarcerated and he can't do what he's capable of doing doesn't mean that it's not any less noteworthy. I mean, you know, these women, I think, did things to Darrell that honestly could have had horrendous consequences for the world at large if he was ever free. You know, so it's, you know, it's just weird because you're looking at basically a, you know, and I really don't want to go off on a tangent, but I almost feel like I have to, because part of what we do here is we do conversation. We talk about the videos. You know, there's channels that, and I've said this many times. I've said this many times. By the way, this cola here from Kroger tastes just like, you know, the real stuff. But I've said it many times before. And I feel that, to me, it's a situation where, having someone incarcerated, it still doesn't mean that everyone is safe. Do you know what I mean? There's still corrections officers, there's still medical staff. In this case, there was still court staff around them at all times. And it's just, to me, it's frightening, just how dangerous of an individual Darrell Brooks Jr. is. And I really don't want to go off on this tangent, but to me, it's something that needs to be discussed, because we're all here laughing at his antics, but he's a real dangerous individual, like he did something that very few people could do. I mean, literally. I mean, you hit somebody with a car, even if you don't kill them, you hit somebody with a car, that should make you stop. And then, but you do it over and over and over again, and the interactions that he was having with these people, I mean, as their last moments on earth are had with him. And the question is he looking at them? Can he see anything? Is he so enraged that it's just like, bumps on a road or something? I know that sounds terrible, but I mean, I'm trying to put myself in his mindset. And the thing is that serial killers, maybe would not be able to do this. I mean, because, they focus on one person and they're horrible human beings, but to do it on a scale like that, and I don't think that he could have any idea who he only maimed horrifically or killed. In other words, I don't think that he had any idea. And maybe he wasn't, I mean, could you imagine? I mean, it's so when I see Darrell Brooks Jr., respond with that anger in his eyes, I mean, yeah, he looks like a punk. He looks like a loser, all true. But you just don't think that he's capable, because nobody that or that I know is capable of it. It's just, yeah, I mean, And it almost makes me feel like maybe he's done it before also. Has anybody ever asked that question? I bet you there's things that guy has done. There's no way to be that evil. It's just, it just doesn't happen. Sandra London, she's a sort of like a writer / celebrity groupie type thing, but she dated 2 serial killers, and I didn't really think very highly of her for doing that, but she went on several talk shows, and I was able to get some information out of what she said that I find useful. One of the things, she dated a serial killer named Schaefer before she dated and then married Danny Rollin. Anyways, not Henry Rollins, Danny Rollin. She said that when she dated Schaefer, they dated in high school, and he would take her to graveyards, and he would always be talking about death, and he was always like really, really dark. So what I'm saying is, and he probably hurt animals, because that's usually how they start out. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some unsolved crimes out there that he's responsible for. And really, what does he have to gain by confessing? There's no way that he did what he did just one time. I mean, obviously he didn't do what he did other times, but I'm sure he's hurt a lot of people. I know he's hurt a lot of people. We know he's hurt a lot of people. So, anyways. It's biased, not biased. Great clip. But really, honestly, sparked some interesting conversations. Because listen, if I wanted to have a channel and just play child content, I never would have stopped doing them. And they get a lot of comments and they get a lot of views, but it's not a channel. It's just, you're just reposting content. Whereas I take a very small clip, or am sent a very small clip that fair use, that falls in the fair use category, fair use, and then I just discuss it for 9, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You know what I mean? And I think that people like this type of video, and they leave comments when they can, and their comments are really what make the day. You know what I mean? A good comment can make me go out and make 10 videos. So in any event, I hope that you guys like this video. I hope that you subscribe and ring that bell for notifications, and I especially hope that you left a comment.